When you're overseas, you're trying to stay as focused as you can, even though there's all this stuff going around. But at the end of the day, it's different cultures, and that's the whole cool thing about being overseas. And I say it a lot when I do like my public speaking and bits and pieces. Is I've always been a massive supporter, of opportunity cost over sacrifice, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because you'll always hear it, and everybody uses the word sacrifice, and I think it's almost something that we should fucking get rid of. Because it's a stupid terminology. Because everything that you do, right, your opportunity cost to come in here today to do this is you could be going playing golf, or you could be doing something else, right? It's an opportunity cost, not a sacrifice, really, when you think about it. When you think about, I've got to work 12-hour days because I run a business, and you're like, but I sacrifice time with my kids. You're like, it's not sacrifice, it's an opportunity cost. When you think about sacrifices all the time, if there is things you have to sacrifice because you're like, fuck, I really don't want to be here, make a change. That's the problem, is the sacrifice when it comes in is that you don't want to be doing this, you'd rather be doing that. Okay, and that's the problem. And so, but if you look at it as like, okay, well, this actually just is an opportunity cost because this is what I have to do, but I really want to be doing that, but I want to do this. I have to do this because that's the whole thing. And I feel like when I try and tell athletes or business people, I'm like, you've got to think about everything as these opportunity costs. Like it has to, if you look at it in that negative connotation, it's always going to be like, man, I don't want to be here. You're going to be negative from the outset. Rather than being like, no, look, it's fine. I've got to do 4 hours of work here on a Friday or a Saturday, and then I can piss off and do something else. It's fine. You're right. It's the opportunity cost of what you need to do to get something finished or whatever. And that's always what I looked at it in terms of things. Did I miss a lot of stuff with family, friends, weddings? Yeah, opportunity cost. Whatever. It had to happen because if I wanted to be the best, if I'd gone to those, would it have affected me? Don't know. Maybe not. But those are the questions that you have to ask yourself while you're doing it, and that's why I've always been an avid fan of being opportunity cost over sacrifice.